welcome back to Creative Tuesdays with Liz. I'm really glad to be here for another fun day. I hope that y'all have had a great week the past week and everybody's kind of getting back into a new routine and enjoy your time if you're at school again and everything. So I'm just very excited to be here today, and I want to give a big hey and shout out to all the kids that I have at Southside Early Childhood Center. And I hope that y'all have a great year and just a great time creating and doing all this fun stuff and learning. And so I'm just really excited about it. We will go ahead and get started for today. Today we will be creating a face or portrait. And you can create this any number of ways you want to. You can draw your head, your face shape, cut it out. You could draw your own, or if you use the template that was provided, you could cut it out and use it. So you can go ahead and get your head shape cut out. You'll want to go ahead and have that cut and ready, and then we can start adding our features to the face. Now you can get a pencil or any drawing utensils. You'll need glue, scissors, paper, colored paper. You might even want to get some old magazines so that you can cut out some facial features that you see in the magazines to use. So you can do that, or draw straight onto it. Or you could draw features onto your colored paper and then cut them out and glue it onto your face shape. So there's any number of ways you can do this. If there's any little extra things you wanted to add to it, like buttons or googly eyes, anything, just there's no right or wrong. And again, it's about the process and not the end product. And I really just want you all to just enjoy creating and just really feel good about it. So we will dive right into our project today. So I've got my facial feature here. And if you're going to like draw hair or eyes or anything like that, you might want to trace the outline of your head shape on your paper, so that way you'll be sure to make sure that your hair will cover your head right. And if you wanted to cut out glasses, you'd know the right length for that. And however, if you wanted to do your eyes in proportion, however you wanted to do that. But so it might be easier just to make sure that you get the correct size and coverage you want if you kind of trace your head onto your colored paper before you start drawing and cutting out your hair and stuff. So we'll have this here. So I've got my head shape drew on here. I drew it really light in pencil. And then I'm just going to draw some hair. So I'll kind of start, and since I've got the head on here, it'll be really easy for me to tell where the hair needs to start and how it needs to go. So you can just draw your hair on here. Alright, and then you can cut that out. You'll cut your hair out if that's what you did. If you didn't want to do hair first, or if you made a hat, you could even make a hat to cut out for your hair. So we'll just get all that cut out. And I know it looks kind of funny now because you'll have your pencil drawing kind of in the middle of your hair and everything, but don't worry. You can either erase those pencil lines before you glue it down, or you can just kind of flip it over and then use the back side that doesn't have the pencil marks on it. Alright, so we're almost finished. I'm giving my person some green hair. I love green. Green is my favorite. So I'm going to give my girl some green hair. And you can kind of see the negative space that the hair left behind. Let me put it on just a different piece of hair, just so that you can see this. That kind of creates a neat little shape. So that's kind of what the shape of the hair will look like. It leaves a nice negative shape there for you to see the negative space, which is the area that is not covered up by your artwork. Just a little art term there for you. But, so yeah, that's kind of the negative space that leaves behind. Kind of a neat little thing. So since I have my pencil drawing on this side, I'm just going to turn it over and glue the back side down. Now you're not going to want to put glue all over your entire hair piece, because if you notice, not all of that is going to be touching your face. Not all that's going to be touching your face. So you might want to just start with putting just a little bit of glue on the top of the head right up here. And it's good this is purple glue so you can see. Just put a little bit of glue up here at the top first. And then you can lay your hair on it. And then you can go back and kind of glue down a little bit more on the edges where it is. So you'll just be able to see. And glue will dry clear if you do get it some on the face that you can see right now. It'll dry clear. Even the purple glue. Alright, so here we go. We've got some hair on our person. Now you could have looked through a magazine and you could have cut some hair or anything like that. I think I would like to give my girl a little hat to put on. So again, so that I'll know the right size for the hat, I'm just going to kind of lay it down and just kind of trace a little bit of the outline of her hair, like where her head would be. So let's see here. I'm going to draw a little hat on her. And I'll have that. And I'm going to really want this hat on this side of her. So I think I'm going to erase the pencil line that I drew to trace the head. I just erased that off. I'm not really sure if you guys can see that. And then I'll cut that out. And you can use crayons. You can color a pattern or design on the hat or the face. You can give your person some freckles if you have freckles, glasses, anything that you want to do. I mean, I want you just to keep on thinking and creating with this. Alright, so then I'll just put some glue on up here. And she's got a little hat on. Some more negative space. Alright, so, and then just to show you about some facial features from magazines, I found a picture of a face that someone was wearing glasses. So I just cut out the glasses and left the eyes in it, and I think I'm going to use that for my person, for her face. So I'll glue that down. And this is just a really fun thing. You could do everyone in your family if you wanted to. I liked these eyes. I liked how they were kind of looking off to the side, and not just looking straight forward. I thought that kind of gave it a neat look. All right. Now, and I did cut out some mouth and some nose and everything. And I think I might just will go ahead and glue all the features from the magazine on her face. And it's okay. It'll kind of look a little, if you have seen any of Pablo Picasso's artwork, some cubism work, then it kind of will have a little bit of that, not as abstract, but just cutting the different pieces out and gluing them on kind of gives it that cubism style to it, so to say. So I'll glue this nose on. I found a few noses and eyes and mouths. So there's that. And you can color her face. I know that some people might want to color some little rosy blush on her cheeks and make that look all pretty. You might want to, anything, if you have teeth and you want to add braces or something to your teeth, you can. I'm going to have her smile kind of cocked off to the side there, like she's just kind of, uh-oh, with her eyes looking off to the side. She's like, oops, I made a mistake. All right, so I'll glue that on there. There we go. And see, and it's not completely realistic, but it doesn't have to be. You can create this anyway. Now, if you see here, there is no chin or anything. You can leave that plain. You can draw a chin, like the whole front of the face together. So I think I'm going to draw a chin on her, and I'll just draw it with my pencil here, just to kind of finish out her face. You can even draw necklaces on them, clothes, whatever you wanted to do. You can add that to it, anything at all that you wanted to. I think I might give her a little, maybe a pink top on or something. And so again, so I'll know the right size and everything of how it should be. I'm just going to I'll lift the hair a little right here. And I'm just going to trace the part of her neck and shoulders right here. Just so I'll kind of know about how to make her top and how that should go. All right. And I'll erase those little lines. Again, you don't have to. Alright, and then I'll cut this out. And this is just kind of like just a block looking shape. It's not an actual shirt with sleeves or anything like that. So, but if you had some buttons, you could cut some buttons. Glue some buttons onto the shirt and make it look like it's got buttons on. Now I'm just kind of cut that straight across. And I think that I am going to glue my girl down onto a blue piece of colored paper. So I think that will kind of give it just a good finished look right there. So I'll go ahead and glue this whole head that I've already worked on. You don't have to glue this down on a piece of colored construction paper or on anything. You can just leave your head like it is. I'm going to have one bit of her hair behind the shoulder and one in front of it. Alright, and then I'll glue the shirt on. Lift that little hair up right there. There we go. And since she is kind of looking this way and there's some space over here, I might want to put something up here, like maybe cut a picture out of a bird or put on there, or make a thought bubble, you know, like she's thinking something. You can add that to it. You can create a border for your portrait picture. I'm going to have her saying, oops. And then we'll cut this out and can glue this little thought bubble on here. You know, like if you're reading like the funny pages or anything, or some of the little political cartoons, if somebody's thinking something or saying something, it kind of has this little thought or speech bubble kind of coming from their head or mouth. So I'm going to have her go, oops, like she messed up with something. Because you know what? We all make mistakes. And it's okay. Well, that's how we learn and we improve. But we just, oops, we try to make it right. And then we learn from there and move on. So, oops. There we go. If you have glitter you want to add to it, anything, you can add anything to just kind of dress it up, make it look a little extra nice or anything. Next week we will come together and create an owl picture. So I know it's kind of getting into fall time and everything, so we're going to make an owl picture. And you will need some colored paper, scissors, glue, some of your coloring and drawing utensils. If you have scrapbook paper, you could use that. I will have a template available for you for an owl shape if you wanted to use it. I want you to know that whenever there's a template available, you do not have to use that. You can draw and create your own shapes. But just to kind of, if you wanted to have that, you can have that. But I look forward as we come together next week and create our owl picture. I'll see you then. Thanks.